Yeah. Yeah.
Well, yeah, Giannis definitely has to play better, but as a team, I don't know where Milwaukee goes from here. Because
What do you
Whoa. So is this over?
No, listen, I think it's over.
This series is over.
Yeah, they
One
lost.
game? You just sat there and said that they could win an NBA championship.
Yeah, I did say that, but
one game.
I think styles make fights in boxing.
We knew the style of both teams before the series started.
Yeah, but it just seemed like Milwaukee was the way better team throughout the regular season. But when I watched this today, if Giannis doesn't have a monster game and somebody else besides him doesn't step up, Boston is just going to out-talent them.
He's exploded. Now this is open on a roll. Got into the paint and play a little deep. Underlined in red. Those spins on Morris. Whistle. 27 points. 8 assists.
Celtics. Paul, you told America right after that game on Sunday, you think this series is over already.
Over.
By the way, the copy in here says essentially over. You didn't say essentially over. You said this is over. Are you still 100% confident?
I'm confident
the Bucks can't come back and win?
I mean, they may win a game, maybe two, but I just look at the talent disparity on these two ball clubs.
Look at our faces.
I'm just like,
no, look at just the talent disparity. I mean, see, it's so easy, it's easier to scout the Bucks than it is the Celtics. You know the driving force for the Bucks. Of course, you know Celtics have a driving force in Kyrie, but they have so many other guys that can step up. Tatum didn't even have a great game, so next game he can be the
well
one
for a while, my friend.
Yeah, but that can any given night he can go off and give you 25 points.
Mm-hmm.
Same with Jaylen Brown. Same with Gordon Hayward. Terry Rozier comes off the bench. He's trouble. So how do you scout the Celtics? What do you say, this is what we're going to take away? Now, you slowed down Greek Freak, and you took him away for the most part, and they lose by 20.
Giannis who spins his way over from three-point range. Giannis, 3 games to 1, were able to pull it out. Third quarter, this is the biggest lead of the night for the Milwaukee. Block shot by Connaughton, and he is ahead of the field. Giannis brings down the lane.
Both NBA Finals MVP. You have him in career points. He's got more playoff points. You are a more clutch shooter overall. He's got more playoff points. Paul, riddle me this. Who's the better NBA player?
That's easy. I can say that off the bat. That's me. If you give me Shaq, if you give me LeBron,
they did. Call the big three.
We got that late, but like early in my career.
I mean, what are you doing right now?
If you give me these guys early in my career.
Well, let me ask you this. What would have been a perfect time for you, Paul? Let's make sure we get this right.
When I was 24 years old,
Okay.
you give me Shaq. When I'm 24, 25, you give me LeBron and Bosh. I'll be sitting on 5 or 6 championships. Easy.
So then who has the better NBA career?
I played 10 years with who?
You know what?
With who?
Antoine Walker. But here's the thing.
Come on, man. It's another James that comes to mind.
Oh.
James Harden. And I'll tell you why. He's the single most impactful player in the game today. He played numerous games without Chris Paul, Clint Capella, and he still got the job done. He elevated his game. He didn't complain about who was on the court or who he played with. He just got the job done and elevated the Houston Rockets to the next level. James Harden.
You guys are so
is
quiet.
The best player in the league.
I've never seen him say it with his chest like this.
He's so
And the best player in the league today.
Very
Look
aggressive
at his
right
stats
now,
and
isn't
everything.
But if I were the Lakers, I would shut LeBron down.
What?
I mean, no, seriously. I mean, he's getting older. He has to do too much for them to win. I mean, just look at, he puts out a triple-double, and they can't win. I mean, just imagine if he really goes out and really exerts himself and has to go for 40.
You're giving up on the season now.
I mean, this season was a wash coming into it. They weren't contending. And when you're LeBron James,
Hold on.
they weren't contending from the jump.
Paul, they was in the 4th spot.
They're not, nobody considered this team a contender as constructed.
In the beginning, I give you that.
They were like, this is the first year LeBron here. We're going to develop the young guys, put together a trade package.
Hold up.
And if we get Anthony Davis or a player, then we can contend. But everybody knew this first year was a wash year. Everybody knew that.
Coming in, when they acquired all these guys, yes, we thought so.
Absolutely.
But when that season started, and
when they got to Christmas Day, they were in 4th place.
When they got to Christmas Day and they were in Golden State and beat those guys, and LeBron went out, they were in 4th spot.
Okay.
And at that time, they could beat anybody not named Golden State.
At that time, you really believe that if they continue to play that way, they could beat a Golden State or a Houston in the playoffs.
What did I just say?
Damn it, they need to bring me on the show. The blasphemy. At first it was Scottie Pippen and T-Mac talking about sit Zion down. Just quit on your team. In the middle of the season, just quit. Just quit. Now Paul Pierce with LeBron. How much does LeBron get paid? $35 million? Sit down. Sit down. Just don't even worry. Season, 22 games left. All right? Still in the hunt for a playoff spot. And Paul Pierce is saying, a Hall of Famer. Hall of Fame, my brother. I love these brothers. T-Mac, Pippen, Paul Pierce, no, but love for the truth. The truth shall make you free. That's supposed to be Paul Pierce. And you go on a jump and you sit up there and say, sit down, LeBron James, best player in the world, supposedly, best player in the world.
Sit down, be humble.
Sit down, Paul Pierce.
That's right.
Oh my God. I mean, listen, I got to show up on the jump. The blasphemy. Only Rachel Nichols seems to not be blasphemous. Everybody else that shows up on her show appears to be blasphemous. What the things that they're saying makes no sense.
So, Jalen, I'm going to start with you. You got to pick one guy at the end of the game to defend James Harden. Who you picking?
Klay Thompson. The reason why I'm going to pick Klay, absolutely.
Oh,
Odd reaction.
He says you have to have length, quickness, and speed, and athleticism. I don't see those. I don't see those things in Klay Thompson.
Klay
Stop Harden.
Elite
To
defender,
stop Harden?
dude.
What's happening right now?
Man,
But also it's two ends of the
ahead,
floor.
Jay, I'm sorry.
And it's a strategy behind
Who's the best wing shooter of all time?
the best wing shooter of all time. Right now, it's Ray Allen, but it will be Steph.
It will.
It will be Steph.
He's not a wing, though.
Wait.
What is Steph?
He's a point guard.
He's a wing guy.
What?
He's a
happening
wing guy. He's a combo
Man,
guard. That's not a point guard.
Get this show over with,
He's
man.
a wing guy. But Ray Allen, he's
So
the best
Steph
shooter
Curry
of all
is not
time.
he's a wing guy?
Yeah, he just
What is
plays-
a wing guy?
He just
I like
plays
it.
the point.
Wing guy's
he's
fun.
He's a combo.
He's a hybrid.
And then Clay.
Okay,
Those
so
two.
right now it's Ray
Clay's
Allen. Then it's going to be Steph.
Then it's going to be Steph,
Then
then
it's going to
Clay.
be Clay? Wow, that's a weird chart. Okay.
Well, the numbers are going to speak when it's all said and done.
Would you get this segment over with?
No,
Dude,
we got more.
I mean,
all right, at least we can agree that Clay's amazing. He's a great NBA player. But here on the show, we've established a metric that really no other show can consider.
I thought this was an era of positionless
I'm not
basketball.
sure I would call this an
Goodness.
advanced metric, but it is a metric.
If we don't keep it real.